Hello, hello. Welcome back to the other comic book show, your weekly catch up on comics, and the only show that's all comics, pretty much. I think we all comics.
Yeah, except for that video game segment.
Aside from the video game segment, yeah, sure.
I don't know. Maybe the video game segment might be being retired. Maybe I'll put in a short video or put that out during the week. Joe's like, no video games.
That's my bathroom break time.
Hey, Terry Floyd.
What's up, Terry?
Corner. Hey, welcome. And Wamba, what's going on?
What's up, Wamba?
Oh my! Yesterday was so much fun being on Rob Faststack's channel, showing off slabs that define me as a collector.
No.
Yes, it was funny. I had people in the chat saying, "Oh, it's just gonna be all DC." I got everybody. It was not all DC, mostly DC, but not all DC.
Blend.
I do own
a good blend of books.
Huh?
It was a good blend of books.
Well, I mean, you do own Marvel. There is a Spider-Man slab back there. A single Marvel book back there in the background. A single Marvel book.
I think 9 of 9. Well, 1, 2,
8,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven books.
7.
I showed up yesterday on the show.
Yeah.
I was like, since they're already out, let me just take down my Superman logo foils and take down, my monsters. They've been up there long enough. So I had to put that 9/11 sketch cover on there.
That is a good cover.
I love that. That's probably like my best cover I have in my collection. I'm gonna have to look up the artist and get him to do some work on other blanks that I have. That'd be cool. Here we go. JS says, Brooklyn, evening. It was a great show yesterday on Only Slabs, Bruce. Excellent. Thank you. Hey, 1063 Comics. If you guys haven't subbed up to 1063 Comics, please do. Terry, books on the wall. Someone should use some of that Raz money and invest in a ruler. I did not put those books up. I gave the guys a leveler, and that's what happened when you don't pay your workers. Hey, Grumpy G.
Free labor, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, no. So I thought today we'll, since for everybody that's new to the channel or watching for the first time, I want to weekly go through some minor, mid, and some more higher keys, and we were going to talk about, are they worth collecting? Are they worth chasing? Or because since the end of COVID, a lot of these books have fallen in prices and people forgot about them unless there's a show being mentioned or a movie coming out. So,
speculation. Speculation.
Keys are always keys, man. Keys are always keys.
Yeah. Just remember that. Keys are always keys. I'm just looking for, hold on. I'm just grabbing the link for 1063 Comics and sharing it out.
There we go.
Here we go. So, let me see. I want to show up a few books. Thanks so much. Just checking in for a bit today. Thank you. Guys, remember to hit the like button. Hit the dislike button. Engagement is engagement. Hopefully you hit the like button. Let's get into some show and tell. I think I showed most of these books Friday, but I'll show them again today. And I do have one book that didn't get lost in the postal service. First up, we got 9 Lives of Salem. I love this cover.
Which you read last week. Good book.
Yes, such a good read. If you haven't read this, Please do. It will give you a new perspective of Salem the Cat.
It was a fun read.
Some Mark Spears won't be complete pickup without Mark Spears.
Regular little foil.
This is one foil. What? This the foil? Foil?
There's
Foil.
foil. Yes.
Foil. And these are the King Spot exclusives. We have Madeline and Black Canary. Number, what's that? 6? 4.
That is very anime.
I know. I like it.
I like the Rockalyn Barbarella covers. Oh, good.
Superman 23, Zerdy.
That is a nice one right there.
Superman 23, the Johnson variant. Not my Johnson, but that Johnson.
Okay.
I still find it amusing how they slipped those from open order to 1 in 25s. It was tricky the way they did that.
Tricksy. Very tricksy.
Hulk number 1, the PX exclusive.
Red Hulk.
You know, surprisingly enough, this book is shooting up in price. It's been on everybody's list for like 2 weeks.
Not because it has the Red Hulk in it and a Doctor Doom cover. Oh no.
Oh no, Doom and the Red Hulk. Wow.
I know, right?
We got Betty, the Final Girl, of course, from Archie Comics.
Okay. Okay.
Little Bruce Timm with Wonder Woman 80th anniversary. I had to have this.
Yeah.
Little Bruce Timm.
I'm a big fan of that cover.
That.
Got some copies myself.
Some flops. Torch number 3.
Torch number 3.
For sale on eBay right now.
What was that?
Somebody has that up for sale on eBay right now.
And from one of those Whatnot Hulk mystery packs, Captain America trade dress. These are all, I guess, reprints or whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to call them.
I really don't. Red Hulk number 1. Well, Hulk number 1.
Be right back. Be right back, guys.
Right.
Is it a facsimile? Is it a? What's the price on it?
What price?
Is there a price listed on the front?
Nope, no price. Not a facsimile. Captain America 3, the silver foil.
Kids in your packs. Like ripping.
Hulk number 22, the hollow foil, whatever they call it.
Prism.
It's shiny. Godzilla versus Chicago, cover A, cover B, the 1 in 25, and the 1 in 50.
Sausages.
Godzilla likes sausages. And I got this in the mail yesterday. I think yesterday, yes. Vampirella number 1, Ashcan, Mark Spears cover.
There you go.
Yep. He
seen that image before, but it's okay.
He changed the background a little. You got anything you want to show, Joe?
Yeah, I'll just go through. I just got what I had on Friday, but it's still fun to look at. Pin Apocalypse number 1, the exclusive.
Why is there tape on that cover, sir? Why is there tape on that cover?
Because I'm not allowed to show breasts on this channel.
Oh.
They were what they were on Boom. Or on Massive Site, but I can't. I'm a bit of a completionist, so I just felt bad not having that since I have all the other covers. A little Zenoscope action. Paul Green.
Bunny Man.
A little Keith Garvey, limited 250.
Ooh.
A little Sonia Mattis, limited to 250. And I got more of these than I know what to do with. Thank you, Steve Horn, my Bargain Comics. I got 9 copies of X-Force 128 newsstands.
It's funny to see you holding multiple copies of books. You never buy more than 1 or 2 issues.
Yeah, I normally don't, but they were all newsies, and you know what? To buy 1 copy plus shipping, like granted, this is something you can dig for and find for $1 or $2 in a lot of places, but I mean online it's anywhere from $3 to $10. And then after shipping or whatever, I was like, why not just buy a lot for $20 of 9 of them, and they're newsstands, so what the hell with it. And then I wanted to, I know there's a little buzz behind Dupe, but I really like this All Road run. I hadn't read it for a long time, and it's just something I had at one point in my collection. Don't have it anymore, so they're cheap. So, and they're fun. And All Road's fun. This was a really weird run. They don't let Marvel get this weird anymore.
I don't remember when I stopped reading X-Force. Long before that.
Yeah. So that's what I got. I'm waiting on stuff in the mail, but they keep telling me it's coming. It's supposed to be here Friday. Now it's supposed to be here Saturday. Now it's supposed to be here.
All right, let's get into some news.
Do it.
Woohoo, nerd news. Here on the Nerd News every Sunday, we pride ourselves on integrity, family values, and a lot of bullshit. Absolute Martian Manhunter has gotten over 120,000 pre-orders. Absolute Flash #1 numbers haven't been disclosed yet, but it got even more orders than Absolute Martian Manhunter. Both of the books have outperformed sales expectations.
I don't believe it. I believe Flash got more than Martian Manhunter, but I don't believe 120,000 copies of Martian Manhunter were pre-ordered.
We'll see when they when all these lists come out on sales and see people. I thought that's a lot for a Martian Manhunter book.
Yeah.
This is going to be a miniseries, right?
Yeah, I believe. I don't think these are ongoing like the other ones. Maybe Flash will. I don't know.
Yeah, because the preview art inside the book. I like the art inside the book. I don't like.
I like the weirdness. I'm excited. I like the covers too. I'm excited about reading it because I like a weird book. But
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the covers for issue 1.
But I mean, I don't know who's beating down the door for Absolute Flash after that stunningly exciting preview we got in the book.
It was like 2 panels. What are you talking about?
I know, but I mean, it didn't wet your whistle for like, oh shit, I can't wait till this comes.
You know what it is? It's Flash and it's Wally West as Flash. Because DC hates Wally West.
Yeah, so they definitely hate Wally West.
I didn't have that opinion of DC and Wally West until you said something. I'm like, he gets treated like crap in
yeah.
DC.
Well, he always gets the short end of the stick.
Holy crap! I'm sick of Barry Allen.
I mean, I don't know. I like the Absolute line. I hope these do well. I'm not rooting for them to do poorly. I just think that number sounds really, really high.
Yeah. It's but I don't know what's going to happen with Absolute Universe. We're heading into issue 6 of the 3 main titles. I know at some point I got some stuff in here from Snyder, of course, talking about it.
It's going to go wherever the sales lead it. If it's
Yeah.
still selling, they will lean into it. If sales drop off, they'll just kill it and move on to something else.
Listen, DC does not need another reboot for another 10 years, damn it.
Yeah, well, I mean, with this, it's a separate line. I know they're going to merge it and they're overlap it and do whatever, but I mean, they could easily just kill it off if it's not doing well, or they could just keep it going if it's a universe that's working for them.
You know, kill it, wait 4 years, and bring back totally awesome, absolute Batman.
Yeah, that's not Marvel.
All right, next up. DC Comic Absolute event planned for the end of 2025.
Yeah,
Scott Snyder discussed his new Absolute Universe plans on Comic Watchers podcast. You can go watch that if you want. Exciting potential for a Detective Chimp series hinted in the future DC Absolute.
I don't care if I'm the only fucker that buys it.
I will be buying it also. Big DC Absolute event peg for end of 2025 continuation into 2026.
Sexually charged.
It's going to be a 2-year event. Jeez. Snyder confirms plans for a multi-year DC Absolute meta story. I guess they're making up terms now. And more releases. I know I have heard that there's going to be a crossover because it's going to happen at some point. The crossover with the main DC universe and the Absolute universe.
Yeah.
You know, because it started out with that
Sorry about that, fellas. I had to go.
That one shot.
Check out something.
That one shot that actually had the flip, had Absolute.
The flip book that had the one on the yeah.
Yeah.
So they are going to do a crossover then?
Yeah. Supposed to be a crossover at some point end of the year. A good source of mine says you're gonna have some Absolute characters stay in the DCU, and some mainline DCU characters get stuck or stay in the Absolute universe. I wonder.
So we're gonna get stuck.
I don't think anything's set in stone until they see how everything pans out.
We won't know we won't have any even rumors for a few months. I mean, till near the end of the year, probably.
And Degrassi says that when they do that DC Marvel crossover event, some characters will get swapped for a little while.
Most likely.
I would love to see if I had to pick characters to get stuck in Marvel. I would think me and Degrassi was talking about this, like B-list, C-list characters, this way to get more exposure.
Right.
Like Static.
You really want Marvel to touch Static?
When are we getting Absolute Flash?
Now.
Hey, nothing is better than Marvel.
When are we getting Absolute Flash?
Absolute Flash is in a few weeks.
In a few weeks?
Or let me check.
I think it's April. First week in April.
Oh, wow.
Something like that.
Starting to see the gray in my hair.
Yeah, because it was already on FOC, so it should be coming out soon.
Because I'm looking forward to Absolute Flash and Absolute Green Lantern. So
yeah, because Absolute Green Lantern is on FOC this week, and so is Absolute Martian Manhunter was on FOC last week.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. One A-lister and one B-lister from each universe. Ooh.
Okay, that makes sense.
I could see Batman going to Marvel and messing stuff up over there.
That would be disturbing. Stop it.
What?
Stop it. No, Batman in Marvel. We've already got a Batman in Marvel. It's called Daredevil.
Beat the crap out of Daredevil and Moon Knight at the same time. That'd be awesome. I would love to see that.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I have enough of Daredevil and Moon Knight beating on each other. So.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of universe crossovers.
And how many A-listers do Marvel have? Wolverine.
A ton of A-listers.
Yes, I guess Wolverine is kind of
Spider-Man.
Since the MCU started the movies, they've made the Avengers A-listers. They've made Guardians A-listers.
Nah, Guardians still aren't A-listers.
A-listers doesn't necessarily mean any of the Trinity.
Yeah, good.
Aquaman beating up Namor.
Please let Aquaman beat up Namor. I'm tired of this.
Oliver Queen beating the crap out of Hawkeye.
Or Bullseye. That'd
Yeah.
be nice.
Send Harley to Marvel. If nothing else, she will get some good writing then.
Ouch!
Wow!
Ouch!
Whoa!
Ouch!
Would she though? Would she
Maybe.
really? I don't know.
Look. I'm tired of this Marvel hate from the both of you.
Listen, the last time we had high praise for Avengers Twilight. All right, that
That
Actually-
was great.
Actually,
great
to tell the
story
truth,
that Marvel put
Written
out.
by somebody who spends a lot of time writing for DC.
since I've been doing this show with you and Joe, Bruce, since I've been doing the show with you and Joe, Joe's been dragging me. Joe's been dragging me slower and slower towards the independence.
There's good reads in independent stuff.
I don't think I've really read that many Marvel books really over the last month. To be honest with you, it's mostly been independence.
I was it 2 weeks
Well,
ago.
the whole
I-
X-Men
I-
universe is a shit show.
I don't know. Hopefully we're about to. I mean, the X-Man hunt thing hasn't been that bad.
Gail Simone's mainline title has been about the only decent one out of it.
Well, it's Gail
which is
Simone.
Hard
Come
for
on.
me to say.
It's
Gail
Gail
Simone's
Simone,
very
come
hit or miss for me.
I do
But
like the X-Men
it's been the
title,
best.
Cyclops.
Yeah. But no, the X-Man hunt thing has been good. The fact that Xavier has some sort of mutant tumor now and might be hallucinating this whole
Yeah,
thing that
just
he's
like, wait, what is
this
that?
whole quest that he's on right now. Like,
A mutant. I must have missed that during the fall of Krakoa, but
Yeah,
It's some
the
type of-
X-Men,
what is
the whole
that?
X-Men relaunch worked so
You
well
want
that they had to
mutants?
cancel half the titles.
well, I mean, come on. You gotta find your niche, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah.
next story.
Do we have a next story? We do have a next story. We have a story from one of the most beloved creators in all of history.
You are right, Terry, about Jenny Howard, though.
This man sets the world on fire with his words and his great art.
Oh, man. I don't want to see Rob.
Here we go. Rob Liefeld. Apparently, he has some choice words to say about retailers. Retailers have proven unreliable with distribution of my work. I can't allow the inconsistent practices to dictate terms of my engagement with customers. My customers are left scrambling again and again for copies of my work. Then he puts out a post. All my Young Blood number 21, 2020-25 launch night editions are available for pre-order in my Whatnot store. These quantities are final. Go to my profile on Whatnot, search Young Blood, and these will come up. Excited to get this into the hands and return to my team book roots and the comics that inspire me in youth.
Not that I've ever really been a Liefeld fan, to be honest. I mean, I like some of his art, I like some of the characters, but like, not that I've ever really been a fan of the person of Rob Liefeld.
Mhm.
But what is up with these '90s comic book professionals, man? Like, they're all turning heel, man. It's all a bunch of heel turns, man. What's going on with these
Jim
people?
Lee never turns. Jim Lee doesn't.
I'm not
doesn't say
talking about
three
Jim
words.
Lee. I'm not talking about Jim Lee. I'm talking about Liefeld, Dixon, Barron. All of these guys taking heel turns, man. What's up with these people, man?
It's so weird. I think Liefeld's problem is he's been told he's been put on a pedestal as God.
Well, he
Throughout
never
the
he
90s.
never feels like he's never felt like he's ever gotten the accolades he deserves,
Which is insane.
which is insane because he has. I mean, quite
Yeah, he
frankly, one of his
Right.
one of his most popular creations ever is still out there and a superstar. And the man still feels like he's never gotten the accolades he deserves.
What imprint is this coming? Who's publishing this?
He's
Oh,
selling it on his Whatnot store.
I know he's selling it on his Whatnot.
I think it's a
But who is it?
partnership with Whatnot.
Okay.
So
So it's not going to be Image.
no.
No, it's probably going to be very
So
limited
he's just
edition
gonna-
too. It's probably going to be very limited edition too.
I think the problem is he was very upset that his longest, the last Halloween cover he did for that book, it wasn't ordered and it wasn't in stores when he went to stores. Nobody had it, blah, 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 blah. The problem is he doesn't realize that
Nobody wants it.
nobody wants it. And if there's
I'm
no
sure there's
demand
people
for your
who
book
do.
in retail stores, the LCS, they're not going to order your book. You know, especially when you had a far better Sienkiewicz cover that same issue.
All I can tell you is somebody dresses to the left on that picture we're seeing on screen right now.
Yeah.
He definitely dresses to the left.
You know, he hates Marvel so much. Blah, 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 blah.
Just do a Kickstarter. I don't understand. It's like
Oh, he
You could
did
do a Kickstarter.
He did a Kickstarter a few years ago. It was very successful. He did a Kickstarter a year and a half, 2 years ago, and 30 people backed it. 30 people, and they have yet to receive their books.
Yeah.
I think it was a compendium or something, or his work.
Yeah,
Still
and
haven't
it's
received it.
been 2 years, nearly 3.
I mean, like I said, it's people like if he's complaining about distribution and that's actually his problem, then do a Kickstarter. Go get it printed yourself.
Yeah.
It's all on you to do everything.
Yeah.
And do it. You've been in the industry long enough. You have enough connections.
Yeah.
You know where you can get shit done. And just go
Well,
go do
also,
it.
And also,
if the
he's
market's
burned a
there,
lot
the
of
market's
bridges
there.
over the years. Also,
But I mean, if the market's there, the market's there. You do it.
Yeah.
Go out, do a Kickstarter. You got a loud enough mouth to promote it, and if the market's there, the market's there, and you'll get whatever distribution you want because it'll be up to you to mail them out.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It'll be up to you to mail them out, which means this will be
Yeah.
extremely limited edition. Whatever, man. Like, you do you, man. I mean, this is kind of looking towards the future of things anyway. I mean, cutting out the middleman.
I fund Kickstarters all the damn time. Some take a year and a half. Some fulfill
That's
right
my,
away.
that's
It
the
is
only
what it
problem.
is.
That's the reason why I mean, besides money woes, but that's the reason why I don't like the idea of Kickstarters. You never know. You could put in
my money
100.
going directly to a creator.
You could put in $100 or more, and years before you see a product.
Yeah,
well, in some cases, you don't see a product at all.
Yeah.
and
you
that
still
is a
get charged.
possibility as well. But every now, I mean, I'm happy to say I don't think I've ever really been burned on a Kickstarter.
The last
I've had
Kickstarter.
Go ahead.
The last Kickstarter I put in for was for a board game, man. It was Kingdom Death.
Yeah, see, I would never do a board game. I would like larger, complex things. That's a mess.
But I got,
But a comic
but
book?
I actually,
Yeah.
but I actually got returns on that, and it was quick for the most part. I mean, it took like 6 months, but I don't know, 2 years for a comic book, man. Come on.
I mean, I've had ones that have taken 18 months or so. Shit happens. Stuff's weird. A lot of times, a lot of the ones I fund are overseas. Weird stuff happens. I get it. Sometimes you run into that. Most I've had great success with. And then once you realize if it's a company or an artist that does things on like Amanda and Jimmy at Paper Films, when they do a Kickstarter, it's fast. Boom, boom, boom. They got talent there. They know what they're doing. They put that stuff out. You fund it. It gets, they reach the goal. It fulfills. Boom, you have it. But I don't know. I have no problem being patient, waiting for stuff from Kickstarter, and I like my money going into the hands of the actual creators a little more.
This pose right here, which is a panel from one of Liefeld's works. Someone posted this picture and said the cover should read after, what is it? Hold on 1 second. It just said Liefeld after Adams. Love you both. And they posted a picture of the X-Men pose that Adams did from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob Liefeld called them a dope. And then they posted this. Art Adams piece is from March 20th of 1986. And his came out in 87, Youngblood.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you this. I thought it was funny. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I recognize the pose. Because I recognize that cover, that comic right there.
You know, he's so quick to jump down people's throats when they try to correct him.
Yeah.
Now, if the new title will be interested regarding publishing. Oof. Don't remind me about prices.
Yeah, let's not remind everybody of the prices.
No.
No.
All right. Are we done bashing Liefeld?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we're gonna get into some keys, whether they're small, minor, mid, or high price keys. We're gonna talk about, are these worth having in your collection? Are they worth looking for? Should you own these books? So let's get into that. And comic key lookout. I gotta make an intro for this. First up, we have Swamp Thing. Well, Saga Swamp Thing 25 in a newsstand. Last sold for $30 on 2/22/25. CGC 98 high was $1,100 back in December of 24. And that is the last sale is also the high sale. And you're wondering what this key is? This is a cameo appearance of Constantine.
I think a lot of people forget about this book.
Yeah,
they're used to the, what is it, 37? That's the big yellow cover with your first Constantine. But people forget about this one all the time. I think this is a nice pickup if you find a really good deal and a nice high graded raw copy. I will always get back to saying I love raw copies of books like this. So you can get a really nice solid raw copy of a book, and then if you get a little Constantine buzz out there, you can always go get it graded.
That's a great book. That's a great book anyway. I mean, I like that book.
Yeah.
I read it. I've actually read it recently because I'm starting to really like Constantine.
Because the first appearance of Constantine and Swamp Thing 37 is out of reach for a lot of people.
What's the census? What's the census on the 9/8s? Because these Saga of Swamp Thing is a book that gets beat up a lot as well. It's
yeah, because for the longest time, these books were in dollar bins, 50-cent bins, half-off bins, just without bagged,
unbagged, unboarded. So it's a grade. You're looking for something higher graded in this book, and I'm guessing there's a decent significant drop off between the 9/8 and the 9/6. Or
Saga of Swamp Thing 25.
Why is it not coming up? Yeah. They're so particular of how they list stuff on whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, and this is.
You're
in that realm of, does newsstand really matter?
No.
I mean, with some books around this time, it shouldn't matter, but for some reason, sometimes you will.
I was typing in Saga of Swamp Thing. Saga of the Swamp Thing.
Between 9/8 and 9/6.
Let's see.
I guess you can.
All right, we have
500. 600.
We have 620 graded copies of this book. It doesn't differentiate. It doesn't tell you if it's direct or newsstand. There are 166 9/8s.
That's more than I thought there'd be.
and then there's 135 9/6s, and then don't forget there's also a Canadian variant, price variant of this book, and there are 25 graded copies. There are only 5 9/8 of that.
So there's a pence variant then.
How many
No, no
loonies is
pen.
that worth?
I like my
But,
comics like my sushi raw.
Yeah,
Raw.
I do too. I
Raw.
mean, there's certain books I will buy graded, but it's normally Silver Age and Golden Age stuff. Just because if I'm not actually there to look at the book, I just feel better buying
Hey,
it graded because I
Bruce.
know what I'm getting.
Robin?
Bruce, one of these days I'm going to come visit you with some raw books, and I'm going to throw them at you and be like, "This book is raw."
But I think I mean I wouldn't mind a buy-in on this book in a nice high graded raw copy.
I have plenty of raw books. I have over 10,000 comics. I have plenty of raw comic books.
Yeah, I'm going to
It's
throw
only
some
the
more
last-
raw ones at you.
Only the last 4 years I started grading comic books, actually.
I at one time before grading became a thing, I had 10,000 copies, raw copies myself.
Let's see the price difference between a direct and newsstand. Let's see.
They were doing newsstand back then and direct. I mean, they were doing newsstand.
Yeah,
Obviously.
newsstand
Direct.
started
Yeah.
in what, 81, 82, 80? Something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
was,
direct. I mean,
Direct. Well, yeah, direct started. I guess
direct
82,
was
maybe
around
83.
50-50 by mid 80s, mid to late 80s. It was
Uh,
50 newsstand to direct.
it's funny because what was the last sold of that newsstand? I'm not looking at the screen. What was it? $30?
Yeah,
My
$30
direct
last.
copy last sold was last sold? Uh, which was 5 days ago on the 4th. Somebody paid $55 for a fine copy of the direct. And the highest,
There's a near mint newsstand up there for $99 right now. So I
and
mean,
the highest CGC 9/8 for a direct is $310 back in 2022, and the last sale was this year for $215. So there's a big difference between a 9/8 newsstand and a 9/8 direct. Huge difference. Hey, Comic Cat, what's going on?
And somebody has a 9/8 direct up right now, 9/8 direct for $249. So
Yeah, and those prices on eBay, you can message the sellers and see if they'll knock some money off those prices. Because after a while, they start sending offers.
hell, you don't even have to ask, and you'll still get the offers.
Yeah,
if you just go to the page and look at the book, you'll end up getting offers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I don't mind this book as a reasonable under $100 buy-in on a high graded newsstand, because it's not a huge investment. It's still a solid key that's not going to collapse in price. It's still First Constantine. People love Constantine.
Yeah.
Which is easier than shelling out money for a high graded copy, because that's those will fluctuate a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me see when they first started doing direct on.
I mean, if I buy something for 100 and I end up letting go of it for 70 at some point, it's not the end of the world. But if somebody buys something at $1,100 and it drops down to $700, that's a chunk of money. And maybe it recaptures back to that level, maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but I don't know. I always I like the less risky buy-in of on a book like this. It's a cameo. It's not necessarily the first appearance. It's Constantine, who people love, but he's still a niche character.
79, it seems.
Direct started.
Yeah. Beginning in 1979, comic publishers began selling direct editions to hobby shops dedicated to selling comics. So
yep. And
1979.
before direct editions, there were Whitman variants.
Whitman variants, yeah.
They were the directs before directs.
Yeah, I had some Whitmans back in the day.
All right, next book. We got Infinity Inc. 14 last
Tord.
sold for
Tord
$32 on the 8th of this month. A CGC 98 high of $500 back in 2021.
85.
Last CGC 98 sale was July of last year for $105. This is Liefeld's first published cover, correct?
Yeah.
McFarlane?
McFarlane's. Not
Oh,
Liefeld,
McFarlane.
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 Different comic book hero.
McFarlane's first published cover.
Yeah, I'd pass on this book. I mean, if you find a nice raw copy out there and you can get somebody down to $20 or so, yeah, sure, why not? But I wouldn't go out and
See if I can
spend for this book.
see if I can recognize the characters on this cover. We got Adam Smasher down here, Obsidian and Jade. These top two I don't recognize. Wow. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Nobody recognizes him.
Oh, ouch.
Save your money and just pick up a copy of Spawn 1.
Spot number one, yeah. Or his Spider-Man covers. Or his Spider-Man covers.
If you can find that Spawn Malibu cover.
Phew, something sticky.
And truthfully, I mean, for me, if you're going to go for McFarlane for something outside of Spider-Man or outside of Spawn, you might as well just go with some of the McFarlane Batman covers.
Yeah, true. Especially that one cover. Oh.
Because artists first are tough sales.
Silver Scarab and Fury. Okay. Thank you, Degrassi. Thank you. I didn't recognize those two. See, I do know DC, Bruce. I just don't care.
I agree. I mean, Coyote 1, if you really want first published work, is probably where you'd want to go. But even so, like first published work, I mean, McFarlane is McFarlane. He's a big name. But I don't know. It's like the Batman stuff always carries some cachet with it. McFarlane covers. And the Coyote does as well in terms of the first published work.
I just always liked the Spider-Man covers and the fact that he hid spiders and the number you could find this spider.
Some of my favorite McFarlane covers are those Marvel Tales covers that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, what do we have?
Gwenpool.
Deadpool Secret Wars #2 last sold for $90 on the 19th of this year. Well, in February. 98 high is 505 back in 2022. The last CGC 98 sale was $210.25 for $215.
Wow.
First cover
appearance of Gwenpool.
Gwenpool.
Which
it has that recognition. I mean, people see it and they I'd still rather have the Howard the Duck one, but that's just me.
I like Gwen. She's fun. She's a fun character.
And with Marvel bringing back Gwen Stacy as Gwenpool, bring her back from the dead. I don't know.
Nobody stays dead in comics anymore.
Well, she's been dead for.
There used to be like 5 characters that stayed dead, and now every one of those 5 has been brought back to life in some form or fashion.
I don't know. If I want a really high dollar Gwen book, I'd shoot maybe for that Civil War ratio from Putri, black and white.
Yeah,
on the horse.
That's the one with the horse.
Yeah.
Yes. That's Horse Girl Gwen.
I mean, like I said, the Howard the Duck is a good way to go as well. where you actually get her actual first appearance.
Bucky.
Now,
Like I say, it's
used
not
to
it's
be-
not a bad book to have. It's just like this is a book that'll fluctuate a lot too.
It used to be Bucky, Ben, Uncle Ben. There were three back in the 90s. There was like Jason Todd.
Jason Todd stayed dead for a long time.
Yeah, we voted him dead, and then they brought him back.
I didn't vote for him.
I voted him dead. I voted that man dead. I
And
voted him
DC
dead.
voted for him dead.
And DC voted for him dead.
Bastard, the most hated Robin ever.
And then they brought him back, and now he's pretty cool. I like the
They
Red
brought
Hood.
him back as a great character, though.
Yeah, they brought him back as the Red Hood, and it's fun.
I don't think they knew what to do with him back then.
They didn't. They tried to give him a similar backstory to Dick Grayson, and it just did not peter out like Dick Grayson's backstory did.
Oh, Warlock and Cypher.
And they're both
Cypher
back
was
now.
dead for a Cypher was dead for a long time too.
And now Cypher's a bad guy. Like he's the new Apocalypse or something.
What?
That nature.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
They were killing him anyway. It didn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's his time.
They
was
still
limited
produced.
regardless.
They still produced an issue where he didn't die though.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
recently
just
did the
came
whole
out last year.
storyline of
Death in the Family.
yeah. They re-released the alternate books.
Yep. All right.
Oh, they did.
next
They
up-
finally released them.
Yeah, you could look them up. It's Death in the Family. Robin Lives or something.
Yeah,
I'll look for it. I'll look for it.
All right, we have Mr. Miracle #4.
Barda.
Last sale $77 in
Buy it.
January of this year. The high 9.8 was 6,500 from 2023, and that was the last 9.8 sale.
What
And
were we so? What
before-
was speculating?
buy yourself a
in
nice
19
raw copy. Buy yourself
Yes.
a nice raw copy. This is
What
good.
was speculating in 2023 with Barda and Mr. Miracle? Jesus,
I don't think there was any-
$6,500.
I don't think there's any speculation at that point, or was there? No, because there was any.
It couldn't have been because I don't recall anything of
There were
Barda
any
and Mr. Miracle.
shows or
Well, they brought her
No.
back in Birds of Prey.
yeah, but
Yeah, but there wasn't any big shows or anything that would have
Was
made this
that-
issue go
when was
$6,500.
2018, 2017.
Yeah.
They're also God only knows how many. So check the census on this because there can't be that many 9.8s. Please don't prove me wrong. There can't be that many.
Let me
9.8s.
look. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Hold on.
This
Come on, stop it.
because I know there was a huge difference between the sale of this 9.8 and the one before a few years.
Miracle.
This could be one of those books
Number
that
4.
does suffer from the hey. There's just not that many 9.8s out there. So when one comes up, it's more rarefied air, so you get that big price jump. But
There is 12 on the census. 9.8.
so not that many.
Yeah, there's not that many in 9.8. There's 34 in 9.6. Almost three
also
times.
Isn't that many?
Yeah.
And the last time this sold before this, let me bring that up. Okay, so when it sold for 6,500 in 2023, the prior sale was in April of 2017, and that was for $454.
So why the 65? Why the nearly? Jeez,
That's
man.
Huge jump.
Because
Why the
There's not that many.
$6,100 jump in 2023? I don't recall anything with Barda or Mr. Miracle in 2023.
Hey, Mama Bear, what's going on?
What's up, Mama Bear? How you doing?
Leia
know,
from
man.
Leia from
Lee.
Spider-Man Lee is still dead. I think people would riot if they ruined that story, though.
Probably.
Yeah, again, this is a book if you can get a very nice copy, something VF plus or above.
Well, is
For
this like
around that price point of like $75. That's not a bad
what's the
book,
release?
yeah.
What year release is this?
71.
71. Okay, this you couldn't even call this one of Jack Kirby's last. I mean, I don't know. Not making any sense to me
Even
why it
more-
jumped $6,100 in a couple of years. I don't get it.
And the first issue is not that expensive.
No, like
It's-
this doesn't
it's
make it.
still not a bad
Whatever,
book.
whatever, man. Not a bad book. No,
Kirby.
Mr. Miracle was always fun, but damn.
But again, for a solid first appearance in a raw book,
Yeah.
VF plus or a little bit better for about $75. That's not bad. You want to turn it and see what you can get out of grading it, get it cleaned up, and see if you can squeak into
Keep it.
8.5, 9 to 9.2, 9.4. That's not bad. What a 9.4 will get you probably about 385 or so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you keep it. You keep it. There was a movie proposal 2 years ago or so. Okay, maybe a movie proposal that could explain it.
But
I just don't recall. I don't recall a movie, but to make it jump to $6,100, and no, sir.
Now I want a 9.8, and I'm going to go out and find raw copies in the wild.
I want to find
And
raw copies of
there's
this in
plenty
the
of raw
wild.
copies out there.
Yep.
Now it's going to be hard to find a 9.8 candidate out in the wild.
I want to
but
find raw copies of this, get them graded, and then wait for them to do a Mr. Miracle movie with Big Barda.
All right. And last key we're going to look at. This is because of stupid Marvel rivals.
Jeff. Oh, Squirrel Girl. Yeah.
Marvel Superheroes Winter Special #1. Last sold for $20 and 2/4/25. That's the 9.8 high of this book was $850.
COVID highs you have to knock out.
2021. Last CG9A sale was 2 days ago for $275 of Squirrel Girl.
Again, I have no problem somebody going out, finding a nice copy of this for $15, $20.
Ooh.
That's a nice high graded candidate. I'm not spending $275 for this in a 9.8.
Good luck, Grumpy. Hopefully you get that 9.8.
I'm sorry. I'd wonder what like Jeff the Landshark stuff would go for right now because of Marvel Rivals.
I'll look it up. It's what West Coast Avengers. God, I can't remember what number.
7. Let's go to Avengers 7.
Why is it I don't remember Squirrel Girl from that long ago?
I just remember talks about the AT&T girl playing the Squirrel Girl, and I was like, I'm in for that.
Yeah, definitely. She would have been a good one.
I'm there for that. But
oh man,
I have no problem with raw comic speculation because your price entry points aren't painful. Like I said, you pick this up at a con for $10 or $15 in a decent high grade, so be it. I mean, it's close enough to modern that 9.8 is going to be the premium. It just always is. I'd rather just have $10 or $15 copy I get, and then if people really love Squirrel Girl and the raw jumps, I'll sell the raw.
okay, so technically this falls under Marvel Superheroes #8. That's Winter Special #1. Let's see. 1992. There's 568 9/8 of this out there.
People love Jeff. And there's they're doing all those second, third, fourth prints of It's Jeff. There's all those copies out there. It's hard to tell what volume's what. There's a lot of Jeff books out there.
Well, there's a lot of Jeff books, but I'm talking about this first appearance of Squirrel Girl right here. There's 568 of these on the census at 9/8.
That was 92. Marvel was still printing high.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of these scattered in boxes everywhere.
Well, yeah, but my question is why do I not remember Squirrel Girl until recently?
Because she wasn't that important to anyone.
Exactly.
Because I was reading this was the early 90s. I was reading Marvel
chime
heavy
in with
core,
your
man.
love, Squirrel Girl.
Hold on to 4 for a few minutes.
I was reading Marvel heavy in the early 90s. Like, why don't I remember? And I remember this cover. I remember this cover. Why don't I remember this character in the 90s?
It's easily forgettable. Yeah, like I said.
In fact, the only reason I know about Squirrel Girl, to be honest with you, is I play a mobile game called Marvel Future Fight, and she's a character in it. It's really the only reason I know about Squirrel
I mean,
Girl.
I'm not gonna lie. I got some Squirrel Girl books in my boxes here.
And then I went, but because she was in that game, I went back and looked her up and read some stuff she was in. But like, I don't remember her this far back in Marvel. I thought she was a more recent edition, like 2000s or whatever. But 92? Wow. That's impressive.
On the most recent stuff, she was getting her own title and being used a lot more.
I don't. 92. I was playing Turtles. Damn it, in arcade.
I remember she beat up on Thanos.
Not until the Great Lake Avengers.
Yeah, that's when I remember. She beat Doctor Doom, but like she also beat up Thanos.
You hate squirrels.
It's because of your hatred for squirrels, you squirrel hater.
She had a small story in this book and didn't take off until early 2000s.
Maybe that's why I don't remember her 6. I do remember this cover though.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not shelling that $275 for a 9/8 of this book.
No. And obviously, I remember the cover because of the X-Men cover.
Happily shelling out $10 to $15 for a nice grade or nice copy of a raw book for this, and I'm fine with that sitting in my box.
So these are the keys of the week. Next segment, if you have any suggestions of keys, minor or big keys, that you want us to talk about and do a deep dive into them next week after the video, please leave a comment in the comment section. It does help the channel. It helps the video get promoted with the algorithm in YouTube. And I love engagement. So engage, you bastards.
Engage.
I got an idea for you next week, and it spans ages.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
All right. Next up.
Can I give suggestions?
Sure. We have weekly comic book reviews. I did a new slide for the segment. Nice and clean slide. I'm going to be cleaning up the show. I'm going to go through some changes. This week, we're reviewing Sister Imperator, Blade Forger, The Herculoids. One book I really liked. Then I got to the last page and saw that it wasn't coming back until April. Bastard. All right, first book up.
Hey, April's only a month away. It's fine.
What you guys think of this book?
This
is my favorite book.
This is my favorite of the week.
I told you I had the cover of, what was it, 3 or 4 of this book on a few weeks ago, and I was like, this is the best cover ever because it had everything I want. A pregnant woman holding a gun, the skeleton kids running from a church with a creepy demon in the background. I was like, yeah, it has everything I want.
I'm definitely going to keep up with this book from here on out.
And I believe this book is written by Tobias Forge and Karina Bisecco.
Now it says this book was connected to something called Ghost.
Yes.
What is that?
I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go look on Dark Horse's multitude of comics they have and find out what Ghost is, because I have never heard of that title, and I don't keep up with Dark Horse. Maybe somebody in the audience can tell us if they read Ghost.
I love how she tortures this guy upside down. It's funny.
That's
considering he's a preacher.
I was very happy with this book.
Now my question is, well, he can't be a Catholic. He can't be a Catholic priest.
Yeah, that threw me off there. That threw me off a little bit.
He's got to be an Episcopalian priest, because Episcopalian priests can be married.
Did they say he was
married?
No, he's a priest. Look, he's got the collar. He's wearing the collar. He's a reverend. He's a priest.
He's not a priest. They say call him reverend. He's not Catholic. He's married.
He's not Catholic, but however, Episcopalian reverends wear the same thing usually. The collar, like a Catholic priest.
Southern reverends wear the collar too. Preacher, damn it, preacher.
Well, this guy was probably Episcopalian because he was allowed to be married.
What?
Glad you cleaned up. We need a black light to find the spots that were touched.
I I was, regardless of what he is, it wouldn't make sense if he was Episcopalian because they're pretty.
Bad idea, Mama Bear. Bad idea. Bad idea. Yeah, he's probably an Episcopalian priest, Anglican preacher or whatever.
Yeah,
I really
they tend to
enjoyed
be
the
far
art.
more liberal on
Art
these
was
things.
like
So.
so good in this book.
The art was good. The story was badass. It drew me in. I want to know more about this girl now. Like how long she hunted
it
this
didn't hold
priest.
back. It
No,
did not
it
hold back.
I want to know what happened to her sisters too. I mean, you pretty much figure they probably were killed, but like,
well, there's blood splattered on the window over there. Obviously, he split their throats
or bludgeoned them with.
Well, he had picked up the house. He had picked up that house thing that she took from him later
bludgeoned them
on.
with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I enjoyed it. This was my favorite read of the week.
This was a good read, and again, I'm gonna keep up with it because I want to know more about the story. I actually have to put it on my list now. You realize because of this show and because of you guys, I have a list of comic books that's hundreds long.
You know, it's funny. No, it's funny. You probably have read more books in the last year than some YouTubers that have comic book shows have read in the last 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's true.
You have
it's
a
true
comic
because
book show, read the books.
well, it's true because every time you guys suggest a comic to me, I at least check out the first issue. Now, if I like it, I continue with it. I like it if I continue. If I like it, I continue with it. If I don't, I don't say anything to you guys.
All right, next book. We have Blade Forger #1.
I don't know what the fuck
by
is
the
going on in
Miranda
this book.
brothers. Was this He-Man?
I don't know what the fuck's going on in this book.
This
He's flying a plane. He's doing swords. I'm going up in time, back in time, and forward. There's demons. There's airplanes. There's I don't know what.
Where did they get a plane from? I thought there was a nuclear war. Where did magic come in? There was no explanation of that.
Look, there's this one's weird, guys. This one's weird, guys. Like this is almost like Mad Max, but they've gone back to like medieval stuff, and there's
the art's. Now I will say the art's good. It's quality art.
The art's good.
But it's just like for an intro. For the first issue, it was too much. It was just way too much jumping around. Maybe they'll slow things down and pump the brakes a little bit and give you something a little easier to digest. But it was just.
I will say I like how it ended with him and his wife and the child, and before all of the madness where he's a blade, whatever.
And maybe that's where they'll start with issue 2 and then take it from there and not have all the jumps and stuff like that. Yeah. But it was just too choppy, too jumping all over the place, too many made up names that I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just like.
And to imagine that this roided out He-Man looking fella is that skinny little old dude. Yeah, there's something going on here. And I don't get it.
I thought when the story first started that we were going to get his journey to get to this tournament through this issue, and that was going to be the story that carried on throughout the run of this book. But no, they jumped from 50 years, 10 years, 1 year. Like, what is going on? There was so much going on.
And then apparently he becomes the emperor, and now there's this council, and they all want to know where he's at, but his son's sitting there talking to him, and he's 61 years old now, and
he wasted his time.
And he looks like he's 110.
He looks like 110. Yeah, like you said, man, it looks ancient.
Toxic. Because like at one point he's like 40. He's like, he's all big and gunned down. I was like, wow, 20 years. Beat you up,
even Mama Bear, I thought it was He-Man.
Right.
Oh,
man.
Like it was just, I don't know. It was too much for me. It was just too choppy and jumping all over the place without giving me a reason why.
Yeah. The art was good though. I'll give it that the art was good. The art is great.
Oh, the art was very good.
I think we're gonna have to give it a fair shake and review issue 2 when it comes out.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I want to see if they pump the brakes a little bit. And it's like, okay, we were just setting you up with some tidbits, and now we're gonna give you a little more linear story.
You're gonna, yeah.
But if he keeps jumping around like this, deuces.
Next issue, he runs for governor of California. I hear.
Does he get in trouble
Exactly.
with the? Does he get in trouble with the maid too?
No, not the maid.
Like, is there another son that comes out of nowhere with the maid? Like,
Who? Julio Schwarzenegger?
His
Oh,
name
that's
is
not my
Joseph
son. He
Bana.
looks
Let's be
exactly
nice.
like him.
Let's
It's
be
just
nice.
crazy.
His name is Joseph Bana. Let's be nice.
How did no one
How
not
did
know
no
that
one
was
look at
his
it?
son?
How did no one look at the child and go,
Hmm.
because he looks like his
That's all his
dad,
son.
man. He looks like his dad, man.
All right. Next up, the final book on the review is the Herculoids #1. Hanna-Barbera, baby.
This was to me a kind of nothing burger of a book. It's like, here's
Yeah.
villains. Let's introduce each character one at a time. Let's put them together. We're the Herculoids.
Herculoids.
And that's the book. Which I mean, I guess it's like, okay, I guess, sure.
I used to watch this cartoon when I was a wee nipper, but yeah, art's good.
Is it though?
Not really, no. I was trying to be positive, Joe.
Because I had problems. Like there were a few frames I'm like, okay, no, I'm digging the art because I'm trying to put myself back in the old Hanna-Barbera mindset while I'm reading this, and then I'm like, but
no.
you know, but it's not.
No, but
Yeah.
no.
You know,
And how does this?
I will admit, I was very excited to see Zoc.
Yeah, Zoc was
I
good.
got my
My
gloop and
favorite.
gleep. That's all I really cared about was my gloop and gleep.
But okay, so like we've gotten the Herculoids, we've gotten this sectors or whatever. Some of these old like we made the connection to the kid said I'll come back.
Future Quest did look
Future
better.
Quest did look a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, I like what they, like I said, I like what Dynamite did with Space Ghost. They took it in a dark place, and the art was good, and it was the story kind of pulled you in a little bit. This was just, I mean, it's an introductory issue, I guess, but I don't know. It's fucking Herculoids.
That's
So,
and that's the same thing.
I don't know where my expectations should have been for this.
And that's the same thing I can say for these other comic books that were inspired by cartoons, man. Like the Sectors. Okay, it was Sectors.
I think I would have been happier had the art been a little bit better on the inside and didn't have to be like refined art. I would have been fine with cartoony art if it was, I don't know, just
on a bright side, the art was better than better than Liefeld's.
Yeah.
It's not difficult.
It's a step above Liefeld.
Well, I love Joe quietly. Well, it's never been difficult.
I see a foot on this panel, so that's
We've got feet.
There is a Liefeld cover for this book.
Oh Jesus! Really?
Hey, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Jeez. What is?
I mean,
what is he just desperate lately?
Like I said, I dig the
like,
fact
is he need to pay a house payment or something?
Yeah, I mean, he's a comic artist. You get work, you get work. I don't fault him for taking work and doing comics.
Look, we don't hire him. He's quiet for years, and then all of a sudden, boom, all over the place. Like he must need a house payment or something.
Man, gotta eat. I don't have a personal problem with somebody grinding out there and doing that. I ain't gonna buy the cover, but yeah, somebody might. But yeah, I just like I said, I'm happy that a lot of these Hanna-Barbera titles have found a home. Because I enjoy Space Ghost a lot. The Johnny Quest stuff, I could give a shit less.
Yeah, the Johnny Quest.
If I get Thundar, which I keep hearing is coming.
It's coming.
Who knows when? I just hope they do a better job than. Well, I don't know if Thundar is going to be through here or whether Thundar will be through Mad Cave. But
I think is it by Mad Cave?
I don't know. It's been rumored that title's out there. So
here we go.
Man, that's a Liefeld cover.
Liefeld.
Oh no. No. Oh no.
Shake my head at this cover every time I've seen it.
Oh no.
No. That's fine. You buy what you like. You like.
Yes, it's fan.
That's fine.
It's the
that's fine.
Chud Most Wanted cover. Anyway,
But yeah, like I said, it was just a very nothing burger issue.
yeah.
I'd rather go back and read Future Quest.
I didn't get any like, oh well, here's the bad. It's I don't know that, like I said, if you compare this to like that first issue of Space Ghost, that had an actual story.
Yeah.
This was just kind of like bad guys, individual good guys together, Herculoids. And
Herculoids.
I read a book.
Scorpuloids.
You know,
Where is
that's
my
all I got.
Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys and Exo Squad? Do it now. I love Exo
I
Squad.
would. I hope they do an Exo Squad comic, and I hope they don't dick it up like they did this.
Or I want Mask. Give me a Mask.
Mask would be good too.
I think they're bringing back the toys, so you never know.
So before we move on to the next section, please like the video. Make sure your notifications are on for my channel, because you don't want to miss any of the riveting, exciting content that comes from this show.
And for those of you who are not yet subscribed, subscribe
Hmm.
and interact.
Today's fight alongside Captain Caveman.
Yes.
And
Captain Caveman. Yeah.
Man.
and son.
All right, let's get into the Flamin' Hot 10. Sorry about that. Before we get into the Flamin' Hot 10, we get into Joe's Doolin Said So. What do you got for us, Joe?
Okay, on the Flaming, I got the Santos Sisters, the 1 in 5 feature variant. I love Santos Sisters. If you like irreverent humor in an Archie format, it's a perfect book to pick up. It's a great under the radar series. We're only on issue 8. Might be able to go dig back there. They're not the easiest books to find, but they are findable online pretty easy to backfill. Fantagraphics just put out a nice hardback copy as well of a collection, but it's a good book. For FOC, I brought this book up on our show, I think, a couple weeks ago as well. I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer #1, the Jay Lee cover. It looks like a fun series. All the covers are enjoyable and fun. There's a little Janet Jackson Rolling Stone homage in, I believe, issue 2 as well. A little covering the boobs from behind. So this 1 in 10 was nice. Jay Lee never lets me down. And yes, that jacket is made of people that she's wearing.
Yeah, I figured as much. It's a flesh jacket.
Yeah. It's it looks like an interesting series, and it's fun to hop in on these books on the ground floor when you can get them very cheap. It's an image book, so they're not that pricey. Even though a lot of the ratios you can still get pretty cheap, and you know how option news works with indies, so you never know. Pick up the first issue. And for New Comic Book Day, a book that we read and enjoyed #1 of. Mine is A Long Lonesome Grave #2. This is the 1 in 20 Chris Sheehan Virgin variant.
Yeah, I thought we'd read the first issue of this.
Yeah,
we did, and it was very, very good.
Yeah.
The open order book has this cover with a trade dress put on it, which is also a sharp looking cover. But the Virgin 1 in 20 is quite nice as well. It's a really good read. The art's great, and it's a cool cover. So pick it up.
When is this one? This one's coming soon, right? The Mine
This
is a
week.
Long Lonesome Grave #2. Okay, cool.
This week.
I will be sure to read that second issue because that first one was good.
we will be reviewing it when it comes out.
Sweet.
All right. So let's finally get into Flamin' Hot Covers.
But how
My-
flaming are they?
And very flaming, say. Very flaming. At number 10. I usually don't put facsimiles on the list.
I love this book.
Swamp Thing 37 facsimile, the superpowers variant. This is amazing.
I love these toy variants. They're fun.
I hate them because I got pulled into the Star Wars ones for years, and I was like, "This is stupid. Why do I keep buying this dumb shit?"
But you still buy the dumb shit.
No, I don't buy them anymore. But every now and then they will have a character that I really like, and like this, where I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'll buy this. It's a Constantine." It's just too cool.
That's really good. So good.
Ever since, I mean, I used to read John Constantine a lot. You know, a lot of the Vertigo stuff in DC back in the '90s. But I really fell in love with John Constantine in Legends of Tomorrow, the CW show.
Yep.
Yeah. The NBC Winnie, same character.
Yeah.
And he was constant on that NBC show before he transitioned that character over to the WB or CW.
Yeah.
I like him as Constantine a lot.
That actor really, really did well with this.
Yes.
He's the only one that should play Constantine. Just saying.
I just wish that character would come with a cigarette. Is there
Right.
a pack of cigarettes there? I can't tell in the box if there's a pack of cigarettes.
Yes.
Oh, there is. There is. It's down at the bottom.
Okay.
There is.
Then I'm definitely
Yeah.
All in. At number 9. Phoenix number 9, Pacelli variant.
Ooh, I like this one.
I like it too.
I like it, this one.
It's all right. I haven't bought any of this run at all. So.
There's about to be when the giant size thing comes out for X-Men this summer.
Oh, we're not talking about that. No.
It looks fun.
Listen, if you want to fade spotlight talking about it and reading it, you can do it. I think me and Joe will be boycotting any time jumping issues with Kamala Khan in the X-Men.
Well, fine then. I'll just build my segment and then run it on your show.
Yeah,
How about that?
We'll make sure to hop in to give it all thumbs down.
Okay, fine. Be an ass. That's fine.
All right. There weren't a lot of good covers, and these are the best to choose from this week. At number 8. We have all new Venom number 4, the Momoko Kimono variant.
I like
definitely
these
the most
kimono
interesting
variants.
of the kimono variants.
I like these kimono variants. They're different.
Venom bores the shit out of me. And I have no desire to collect the full set of kimono variants. So
I might eventually. I don't know.
it's a cool cover. I love Momoko. I do, even though I get tired of some of the stuff when it feels repetitive
Mama Bear
and lazy. But some I like a lot of her earlier work, and when she takes time with stuff, it's good. It's a good cover. If you're a Venom fan, I could see you wanting to pick this up.
Yeah.
I'm not, but it's nice.
That's okay, Joe. You don't have to be. I'll be enough of a fan of it for you.
That's nice.
That's fine.
At number 7, getting away from Venom before Joe chokes. We have Red Coat number 10, the Lyrics Lee variant. This was a good cover.
Lyrics has been mixing it up lately. She's been putting together a lot of different stuff. Little bit outside of her expected range of covers that she's been putting out. So
yeah,
good on her.
Nice.
Okay, this is another one I'm gonna have to add to my list.
Well, you're gonna have to read everything from Ghost Machine.
Yes. Well, you can start with Geiger and then go through, then start reading all the Ghost Machine stuff.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw
titles.
I'm just gonna throw Ghost Machine in here and we'll go from there. How about that?
There's a lot of titles.
Yeah,
if you guys
still need to start with Geiger before that.
Geiger. Well, I'm sure I can find somewhere like a reading order list or something.
Maybe. They are all part of the same universe, so it should work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's all part of the same universe, they should be able to find a reading list somewhere.
All right. At number 6. Lady Death, Eternal Sabbath, number 1, the Bernard Premium variant. This cover is just way too good not to be on the list this week.
More Lady Death.
There's always lots of good Lady Death covers.
I used to read this and her and Evil Ernie back in the day.
Oh, Evil Ernie was fun.
Evil Ernie was great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Lady Death, it's kind of like pick your poison. Whatever you like, there's something for you there. In
Yeah.
terms of a good cover for some cheesecake.
And these covers are always nice.
This is like a $30 cover.
It's a pale lady in a bikini. Of course, it's a $30 cover.
Yeah, because they do a lot of them through Kickstarter and stuff like that.
There's no middle ground with you pervs. Jeez.
Now,
I have a middle ground.
Yeah, and did anybody hear that?
Crucifer.
I'm sorry, this is not Monday Madness. I apologize.
Crucifer.
At
It's
number
a
5,
family
moving on.
show.
We have Amazing Spider-Man, not 8. What issue? Sorry about that. It's whatever issue this is. This is the 1 in 25 Harvey incentive.
It's a nice cover. I like it.
It's a good Black Cat.
Yeah.
I like a good Black Cat cover.
No, Peter. No. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway.
I have a bad taste in my mouth about the whole reboot into issue 1 and
This is
8 million
Amazing
covers.
Spider-Man 69.
Nice.
Spider-Man
Nice.
69.
Nice. Nice.
Pervs make up most of our fans. I don't know what you're talking about, Mama Bear. This is a family show. I couldn't even say that. I couldn't even say that with a straight face, guys.
You're
I
right.
mean,
I mix up my zombie tramp and my coffin comics all the time.
all the time. All the time.
Now the bottom 4 of the list. Number 4. Legacy of Vader, number 2. God damn it, what's one of my numbers this week? 1 in 50 Grassetti incentive. I
That's
looked
not
at
bad
10
cover.
years and I thought it was a issue 10.
Of course you did.
That's how much I read Star Wars.
I'm gonna have to become your editor, aren't I?
I'm
gonna have to become your editor, aren't I?
Like 5 short boxes of Star Wars stuff. I just want to get rid of at this point.
How much do you want for him?
It's $70 million.
70 million. You certainly aren't trying to sell them now, are you?
He doesn't sell much.
I mean, how much would that cost to ship those to me?
150 to
Probably more than they're worth.
Probably more than they're worth.
That's Star Wars after.
Okay. So I'll take a trip out there to see you, Joe.
I do have some gems. I have some good gems in there, but it's just like
tell your roommate to ship me my VHS tapes.
We will. We're working on it.
I'll have to come down there and step on his right foot.
Okay, come on. Bring yourself down here. Come on, Bruce. Come on.
At number 3. Green Lantern Corps number 2, the Zerdy variant. Zerdy.
Thank you, Mama Bear, for the dad joke of the week.
Granddad elevator. Mama Bear with them dad jokes. Here we go.
That's what we need.
I don't know how I feel about this cover.
I don't know how I feel about this cover.
I'm not looking at Guy. Just look at her.
Yeah, but Guy, it's kind of hard not to look at Guy there. He's at least the flames are covering it because this is a family show.
Guy junk.
It's Guy Gardner's junk. It's Guy's junk. Yes.
At number 2. Aquaman number 3.
Prison
variant.
You guys showing me these Frizzen covers have given me a love for their art.
It'll go nice with that last
Any
Mira
prison.
Lotte cover.
Yay.
Lotte, yeah.
I do like the Lotte too.
Mirror cover's a good mirror cover. I'm not going to complain about a good mirror cover.
I've got a friend who almost has the same style as Frizen to her art when she does her art. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a good cover.
Yeah. And the number one book for this week's FO's New Comic Book Day is not Storm number one, but a Storm book.
Yeah.
No, I do.
I need Red 5 back.
We need a good editor. That's what we need.
But this is from the Storm miniseries, though, right?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yes.
It's Storm.
It's the 1 in 50 Ijakari.
Hold on. I'll tell you which issue it is actually.
Probably not. This is not from Storm. This is X-Men 13, the 1 in 50 Ijakari.
There we go.
X-Men 13. Okay, cool.
Uncanny X-Men. Uncanny X-Men.
Uncanny.
I remember
X-Men 13. Regular
there are not a ton of great Storm covers out there. There's covers with Storm on them, but there's a lack of really fantastic Storm covers. When you compare it to like Rogue or Psylocke or something like that, there's not a ton of really great Storm covers out there. So I normally grab a copy when I see a good Storm cover. I mean, if you go back to the original X-Men run with her, like I said, she's on the ground, like passed out in literally half the covers. That or she's flying randomly in the background somewhere. But it's like that. Those are your two options.
I am not finding this cover. What the hell?
It's X-Men 13. It releases this week.
It's Uncanny, right?
No, X-Men.
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 Okay.
X-Men 13.
Wonderful. I'm looking at the wrong X-Men book. Thank you.
Beautiful cover. Beautiful cover. Let's move on from this slide.
Thank you.
Our comic market report where we look at Golden Age slab sales. Ooh. From Heritage Comics. Heritage Auctions. First book up is All Winners number 17 from Timely 1945. A 1.5 cream to off-white pages sold for $492.
Cream to off-white. Jeez,
I'm down to a minute 30 seconds on my auctions. I'm staring at
53 listed on the census. The highest known grade is a 9.6.
Jeez. The highest known is a 9.6. A 9.6?
Yes.
That's is that a Schoenberg cover?
That's Schoenberg. Yes. I think that's the Schoenberg cover.
It's Schoenberg.
Because there's like Schoenberg covers, especially for like this stuff, there's so many things to stare at in the picture. You can stare at that cover for like 2 hours and find different things every single time.
We got Torch and Torchy, Bucky, Cap, Namor, and a bunch of mad scientist types. Oh, and thugs. Wow. Atomic research.
Some questionably racial issues. With
some questionably racial faces.
Hideous submarine of a cool
Remember,
cover.
this was during World War II.
Hello,
and,
Joe.
It was a little bit of
Kingdom
Joe. Guys.
Welcome back, Kyle.
I'm not Kyle. I'm not Kyle.
Just laugh with it.
I am
99% link. How dare you?
20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Schoenberg.
Schoenberg.
Not Kyle. I'm not Kyle. I'm Thade. Anyway,
I can't with you guys today. I really can't.
Welcome.
I've had a long
Kyle.
weekend, and you guys are making it longer, but I love it.
Long weekend. The weekend's almost over, man.
I always say
My week is always
Schoenberg.
long. 7 days.
What outbid? How do I get outbid? You son of a bitch! Oh, god damn it! I hate losing auctions.
You lost?
I lost.
You lost?
Now I'm angry.
You're not supposed to lose in real time. Come on.
Nah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, it happens. I hate losing, and just when
So
you
the problem
think
with losing, is an auction is, of course, when it's just down to you and somebody else on those last bids. It's just the last person just bids over. You don't know if they were just going to keep bidding it up if you went higher, but you see that number that it sells for, and you're like, "Oh shit, I should have just bid $5 more." But that doesn't mean you would have won.
yeah,
So
it doesn't mean
could
you
have just
don't
bid
win.
it.
That's it.
And
I'm going to start putting up an
It
AI.
went for 114, and I bid
Wow.
112 as my high. So, wah, wah, wah.
Womp womp.
Check Macari.
Sorry, Macari's. I don't think Macari's going to have my nice copy of Cowgirl Romances from the Golden Age.
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, next book. Action Comics 41 from DC 1941 to CGC 7.5 off-white to white pages. Sold for $2,640.
That's
there are 88 on the census, and 96 being the highest known grade.
That is a pretty comic.
Yep.
Very pretty.
Any of the good classic action covers of Superman are always good.
And I've never seen this on a book.
Yeah.
It says conserved. Conservation includes cover reinforced, cover cleaned.
Interesting.
And this is a new label. What's my newest one of my newer books? What number is they up to?
But it is still a blue label. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is a new label because one of my books from the end of the year is at 441. That's 454. This is something new. Let me see if I can bring this image up closer so everyone can see. Huh.
That's that I guess that's new to yeah, because we've never seen that before with the Golden Age books.
Let's see, where's that image?
I wonder if there's a reason why this is a conservation book. I wonder.
I don't. I mean, there has to be a fine line between conservation and restoration.
Yeah. Maybe
I need to know where that line is now.
But it's funny because I thought that any cleaning of the book was considered restoration. Huh.
Hold on, let me see if hold on. Conservation.
Where is this book? Why can't I find it?
But again, it's still a blue label.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so in 2016, CGC began recognizing conservation, a subcategory of restoration. While restoration focuses in aesthetic improvement, the goal of conservation is to preserve the structural integrity of the comic while removing all things that are detrimental to its longevity. So it's a substructure. It's a subcategory of restoration. But whereas, like I said, restoration focuses on the aesthetic with the look, conservation focuses on the structural integrity of the book. So this book probably was falling apart, most likely.
But it said it was cleaned as well.
Well, yeah, cleaned, but like with the conservation,
weird.
Right? While removing all things that are detrimental to its longevity. So they probably removed like dirt. So that would say removing all things detrimental to its longevity would be cleaning. So there was probably dirt or something.
The problem with that, people have gotten green labels for cleaning their covers, which is so weird.
I'm just reading what it says. What does CGC
I
conservation mean?
So what the hell?
Okay, so this goes more in depth. It says these repairs include torn seal support, staple replacement, piece reattachment, and certain kinds of cleaning. So certain kinds of cleaning.
Interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that because screw them.
Conserved label. It's going to be blue or gray if it's conserved label. But yeah, apparently it has to do with the structural integrity of the book.
Huh. There we go. I don't know if you guys probably can't read that
And it says up there, what does that say again under the title of the book? It says conservation. What are the things it says it
Conservation
did to it?
includes cover reinforced, cover cleaned.
Yeah, so the
How do
cover
you
reinforcement. So it was probably restapled or whatever, or maybe the cover was
restapling?
wrinkled.
Restapling would have gave it a purple label. I mean, yeah, purple label. I don't know. I have to look into this. This is so weird.
I can send you the links that I found, so you can look at it, Bruce, if you want me to.
And they changed the label weird. Yeah.
They say they've been doing it. They say they've been doing this since 2016. They started this label since 2016.
Very sus. I agree.
Very
I've
sus.
never seen that gray strip across a blue label.
I need an orange label now. I need an orange label.
I mean,
orange.
it seems pretty straightforward to me, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, I understand. Like, if it's color touch, okay, that's restoration.
Yeah, Cliff says here they decided there is a line between conservation and restoration. It was amongst their many recent updates.
I guess I got to start reading my CGC update emails.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Next up, we have Venus number 18 from Atlas Comics from 1952. A CGC 7.0 off-white, the white pages sold for $7,200. There are 62 known copies on the census, 8.5 being the highest known grade.
Atlas. So this is technically a Marvel comic.
Yes.
Atlas Timely, yeah.
And there was Atlas first, then Timely, right? And then Marvel.
There were mergers. And
yeah.
Changes, yeah. Yeah, that's good. I'm again, pre-code horror always does well.
Oh, dude, I've been going back and trying to read some of this pre-code stuff. Oh my god, it's so good.
And again, you get anything good pre-code horror covers above a 6.0 are going to sell at a premium. Because after about 4 to 5, I normally see a pretty big drop off in the census. As you can see, those numbers are pretty small there.
Yeah, there aren't that many.
I mean, there's what 7 or 8 graded at a 5.0, and that's the highest number of graded books.
Yeah, that's like the peak.
Yeah.
Of grades right there. All right, next up.
Another one.
Oh, Venus. Venus 15. Superior Comics. Canadian. CGC 5.0 off white pages sold for $1,080. There are 26 graded on the census, 8.5 being the highest.
Yeah, it's Canadian. I mean, it's the Canadian press of it, so it's through Superior versus, I guess it would still been Atlas at the time.
Superior versus Atlas.
Yep.
Different publisher, same comics, though. Okay. Different publisher, different company. Country. Interesting.
And now, finally, for the big book of the night, we have Wonder Woman #1 from 1942. 0.5 brittle pages sold for $7,800. There are 207 copies on the census. Highest known grade is a 9.4. For 0.5, it presents well.
It does.
Yeah.
But I just wouldn't want to, touch the insides of it. Fall apart.
There's other Wonder Woman books I like. But let's
God damn you. Go away, Terry. Go away.
Yeah.
Terry.
It's a great book. And it's a summer issue.
Summer issue.
I like the one Sensation, the older Wonder Woman covers.
Yep.
What was her first
Sensational comic? No.
Was it
Nothing.
sensational?
Shit, I can't even remember now.
What was it?
I only did a spotlight on this like 6 months ago. Went through
Hold on.
everything.
On.
It wasn't All Star either.
All Star Comics, I think. Maybe number 8.
First appearance. All Star number 8, yeah.
Yep.
All Star. But she was in Sensational Comics too.
Yeah. Afterwards. So that is the end of the market report for this week for Golden Age.
The market report.
The market report. And into our final segment of the night. Final segment? Final segment.
Final segment. Mm.
Yeah, final segment. Yeah, FOC. Make sure you get your orders in for FOC by tomorrow night, midnight. If you want to get those discounts, because why not save 20 to 30% off on your pre-ordered books?
Save money where you can. It's going to pay off sooner rather than later.
All right, first up, we have Batgirl number 6, cover A Talaski.
Mother-daughter bonding.
Absolute Superman number 6, Puppeteer Lee.
Puppeteer Lee's so good.
Such a good cover.
Birds of Prey 20, the Acuna variant.
I like the detail on that cover.
GSA number 6, cover A, Sweeney Boo.
Sweeney Boo.
Sweeney Boo.
Sweeney.
It's a weird title for her to be on. Great. Such a weird title for her to be on.
Yeah. But she's done Nightwing covers and stuff like that before.
Then we have Adam Project number 4, Mark Spears variant.
Oh, nice.
Adam Project number 4, the Wada variant. I love these Wada variants so much.
Wada variants are cool.
Resurrection Man number 1, a Black Label title, Panosian variant.
Yeah, that's good Panosian.
Very good.
That is good Panosian.
Secret 6 number 2, Lyrics Lee. Look, it's Wolverine.
Like I said, she's been doing different stuff. I'm happy about that.
I like this cover a lot. I really like this cover. Then we have Poison Ivy 32, Yum variant.
Yum.
The 1 in 25 Higginbottom incentive.
Ooh.
Different
is good.
Then the 1 in 50 Swaby incentive.
Swaby.
And Daredevil 20 Knock iconic variant.
Ooh, not bad.
Yeah, that doesn't do much for me.
It's good Daredevil.
Todd Knox better than that.
It's good Daredevil. It's good. It's good, yeah.
That Eom is just haunting if you look at that cover.
All of the 31, 32, and 33. All the covers that he's been doing are
that Swaby cover is nice. She looks sinister in that on that Swaby cover.
Mog that.
yeah. He's packing some heat.
Nobody's clamoring for it except for Daredevil fans.
No, I don't even think Daredevil fans are clamoring for that.
It's like a toy guy.
You've had too many badass Daredevil covers for that to move the needle for anybody.
I like it. It's nice. It's his Shadowlands uniform anyway. So.
Then we have Storm number 7, the Parallel variant. Incredible Hulk 24, Dwali. This was so weird I had to put it on.
That is odd.
Dwali does some cool covers.
Doctor Strange of Asgard number 2, the 1 in 25 Panosian incentive.
Yeah, I have no desire to read that book, but I do like that cover.
I do like
Doctor
this cover.
Strange of Asgard. Now that's weird.
Uncanny X-Men 13 Mac variant.
Interesting.
It's a David Mack cover. I always like David Mack covers. I mean,
David Mack
they
does some
feel
good
a
covers.
bit repetitive after a while, but they're always good.
That Incredible Hulk cover is disturbing. And,
You know, I do want to point out that's he has a lot of talent to put himself in his mouth.
whoa, family show, Bruce family show.
Beef to
What?
teeth.
What?
Beef to teeth.
What?
Watch out for the teeth.
Uh,
No teeth.
all right,
No teeth.
then we have Laura Kinney Wolverine. Whatever issue this
Now
is.
Levinson.
50
I like
Malieve.
Malieve though. I
Malieve.
like Malieve's work. I like normally when he's working with Bendis, but
I like it. It's a good cover.
It's a good
Simple.
crouching. Yeah, it's good.
a little old in the face, but it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she is getting old, dude.
The hell is what?
Well, you know, been around for 20 years now. What?
This is why I don't hang out with you people. And you people meaning you people on the panel.
Of course.
I wouldn't.
What do you mean by?
I wouldn't
you
shill
people?
out. I wouldn't shill out $1.50 money for that cover.
No,
This
no, but
is
it's
not
pretty.
worth that. No.
It's pretty though. I like it. I wouldn't buy it, but I like it. I like looking at it. You know. I mean, I wouldn't buy a Rembrandt because you know they're expensive, but I like looking at them.
All right. Then we have Something's Killing the Children 41 and 1 in 10. Centria and
I
Center.
like this because it's not Frizen.
Yay.
You look at that quickly and you think, oh, it's another Frizen cover.
It's another Frizen.
That
cover.
is not a Frizen cover.
Not a prison.
And the eyes.
And
The
that
eyes.
is an artist.
not a
That is an
Frizen.
artist who's been getting a little bit of work here and there. So
The cover is glowy.
I like it a lot. I like that a lot. I
Let
think
me
we had
shake
that-
my
I think we
cane.
had that
You-
on the Now and Later like a couple months back.
Yep.
Because I saw that, I was like, I just really love that cover.
Then we have the 1 in 25 prison.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's a prison cover.
Oh. And
Whoa.
I like Jenny. I like Jenny's something. I mean, I enjoy it. I enjoy her work. I'm not going to keep buying ratios of Something is Killing the Children while it's in the 40s in its run. But I enjoy the cover.
You got 1 in 100s and 1 in 50s.
Yeah, they still crank out the incentives on those books. Same with Department of Truth.
You know, if this book would have came out more consistently, I think it there still would be interest in it, but
They had a little bit. They ran a full story arc and then kind of paused, and then you had it pick back up, and then you had House of Slaughter, and then you had all the spinoffs.
yeah, a lot of spin-off.
Yeah, I agree, Terry. At least they stopped the mask covers, but
I-
I'm sure you'll still get some.
Yeah, the mask covers were horrible.
But they were good. They were fine covers. It's just like, okay, I get it.
I still like this story though. It's interesting still.
I enjoy it. I enjoy the type.
I just want them to, you know, do some live action. You know, that'd be nice. Do a show. Or...
It's optioned, and it's
You know, and
see where that
before we
goes.
go on anymore, I have to throw this up because what is wrong with this guy? What is wrong? I'm gonna download this at some point and use this during the show.
Okay, he is what he is. He's a showman. He's a showman. Love him.
He's
or
a
hate him.
whiny. He's a whiny child.
Sorry.
Always been a
Back
whiny
to
child.
FOC.
People like-
We got Absolute Green Lantern #1. I only chose 4 covers. That's when going forward. #1 issue is only getting 4 covers out of me. I'm not putting in trouble of putting all 10 to 15 covers of books. No, not doing it.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
cover A,
Cover B.
cover B is NECA
Who we brought up
variant.
in our we brought up Juliet in our women
Yes.
up and coming women authors or artists series.
Benjamin
last week.
variant.
Benjamin variant. And a 1 in 25 Simmons incentive.
That Simmons incentive is nice.
I can't wait to discover. I'm not reading any
Ooh.
solicitations about this. I just want to go in fresh and not know what's going to.
That's obviously Hal in the background on the, and maybe John Stewart down there. But that's interesting.
What the flutternutter?
What the flutternutter?
You say flutternutter?
What the hell?
Flutternutter.
It's Vegeta's, Bobby.
And we get Predator versus Spider-Man #1. Again, 4 covers, not doing all 20. Cover A. Greg Land foil variant.
Those covers suck.
The brown variant. And the 1 in 100 Sequoia Virgin variant.
That brown variant's not bad. The rest of them are horrible.
The brown variant's good. I have no desire for the other ones.
Yeah, I'm not buying this.
The rest of them are horrifying.
I am so not buying this.
It's another
Wolverine Predator.
It's another Predator fights a superhero comic.
Yeah.
Batman Predator did it best.
At this point, it's just like boring.
Yeah, the Wolverine Predator one was fun.
I don't think I've read that one, but I know the Batman Predator one back in the 90s was good.
This is just kind of like I don't need this.
Why are we hunting Spider-Man? Why? I don't get it. I just don't.
I don't know. I think it should be a 3-way hunt.
I'm telling you though.
Because I like 3 ways. It should be Predator versus Spider-Man versus Craven.
Is Danny Glover make an appearance in this book? Because then I'll buy it.
Does Danny Glover make an appearance?
Sorry.
Dude,
doesn't matter at this point. I'm not.
Sorry,
I think my favorite
kids out there.
I think my favorite crossover between a sci-fi IP and superhero is Alien and Superman. That was cool. Hunter Prey was a great story.
Yeah, I don't have any necessarily desire to read this or buy this, but I do like the brown. I do like the brown cover.
Yeah, that brown cover is good. I almost like the Sequoia cover, almost, but
I don't want a 100 like the Sequoia cover.
No, definitely not. Not at a 1-1. Jesus, that's gonna be some money right there. But
I would have rather seen that brown variant as a virgin in a ratio, and
yeah, that would be
that'd
nice.
be a cool virgin cover.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, the Transformers My Little Pony crossover was something special.
Oh no, really? Transformers My Little Pony, really?
Weird crossovers are fun when they're really weird. When they're just kind of weird, they're not fun at all. When they're just outrageously weird, that's fun.
I remember when that Superman Aliens one came out. That was weird. That was considered weird, but it was fun. It's fun.
I still love all the old Dark Horse Presents stuff with Predator was always good.
All the old Dark Horse stuff with Alien was good, like Earth War and all that.
Oh.
So good.
Hey, he won the big grand prize of the giveaway last week.
Hey, what's
won
up?
A slab. It's going to take a month to get to Canada, but he'll get it.
I need to not be on one of these panels and try to win a slab from you.
Transformers versus My Little Pony. I have a few of those somewhere.
That sounds bizarre, man.
The covers were great though.
That's bizarre, man. The whole idea of that's bizarre. Transformers and My Little Pony. But then again, I've never understood the whole craze behind My Little Pony. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I've never understood bronies and all of that. Not that I'm yucking your yum if you're a brony. I mean, that's cool, but like I've never understood it. Just never. It's not for me.
A few of those Superman Alien books somewhere. Did you
Dude,
like the Superman aliens?
huh?
Did you like the Superman alien? Did you read those?
Yeah, I did. I loved them.
They were great.
They were great.
I think anytime they do crossovers,
I would actually like a set of those again. That series,
mhm.
those were good.
The Green Lantern, Star Trek Green Lantern.
Star
one is
Trek Green
good.
Lantern was good. Batman Predator is the gold
There's some
standard.
money in those books.
Batman Predator is the gold standard, obviously.
Shut up, Joe. Shut up, Joe.
Joe, quit it. Quit it, Joe. Quit it.
Quit it. Quit it.
Quit it, Joe.
What Joe is referring to, let me see if I can pull up the sale.
Oh, no. What did you do, Joe? What did you do?
The
No, I
stuff-
didn't do anything. I'm just
the
pointing out that there's
Spock,
money in that.
Kirk, Green Lantern cover, which is amazing. Just hit a new all-time high in the last couple of weeks.
Spock, Kurt, Green Lantern cover?
Yeah, let me see if I can find the sale.
That might be something for me to find in the future.
When was that sale?
For I am a Trek fan.
Have some money ready because that ain't a cheap book.
Not a cheap book. Why can't I find the sale now? What the hell? I found it. Oh, there we go. Aha. Let me blow up the screen. There we go. $329
What the Sigma?
Raw.
for Star Trek
Raw.
Green Lantern Strangers #4,
Raw.
the Tony Chastain variant. Mind you,
Wow.
up until about December, November, this book was like $40-$50.
Go up one. Is that like the whole set up there above that?
Eat wad. Yes.
Is that the
Terry
whole
Foy
set
wants to
above
be
that?
the M in that MMM.
Meat wad #1. Well, no, that's what Bruce says afterwards. Wow.
So
Wow. Is that the full set above it? Above the expensive ass cover? Is that the full set of
No,
them up
I think
there?
it's just some of the other variants.
Mm.
oh, this is the best cover of that run.
Oh yes.
And I just happened to be the last person that paid $50 for the whole set, which included that.
Nice. That's probably how you're gonna have to find that book. Somebody selling a set and not realizing that
And they don't realize it.
slipped in
And
there.
you know who has that book right now? BGC.
CGC?
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
You're getting it graded.
Get it out
you
there.
go.
Be first to market.
98, 98,
Get the
98,
new high price.
98, 98. Rub it in.
Jesus.
Yeah, this book is it exploded for no reason.
No, there's reasons.
Those
There's
sales,
reasons.
those sales are always weird to me when a book like that jumps that much. And there's nothing really to. It's not like there's other sales out there that are.
Watch it make it
close to
jump
that.
and then fall off a cliff after a while.
There are some really good covers on this book, actually. Let me see.
I want to see some of the other covers. Well, I'm sure I could look them up on the geek thing.
Somebody's asking $250, $249, $250.
Jesus Christ! How did they?
Oh yeah.
Why?
You get one because you get one big
Why?
sale and people are going to throw their book up and
300.
Star Trek Strange New World set. Well, what Star Trek Green Lantern Stranger Worlds. Okay, that's what the name of the book is.
What is this? Why is this at the back of the book? Yeah, that's Beck's cover. I like this cover too.
Which one? The Sinestro cover, or the?
This one.
Oh, that's nice. That's neat. Sinestro and Spock. That's cool. Whoa, why not our Star Trek? So it's Star Trek Green Lantern Stranger Worlds is the name of the series.
Yeah, they've done 2 crossovers. The first crossover name was, let's see. What's the first? Spectrum War.
Spectrum War.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big jump. So
Well, Marvel's done crossovers with Star Trek too, back in the 90s, 80s. something like that back then, back in the day.
Yeah, this was I like this cover also. Let's see if I can blow this up. There we go. The black cover with the Enterprise flying through the Green Lantern logo.
Oh, that is fun.
Wow, that is nice.
And look at all those freaking nail marks on the front. Take
Is
care
that-
of your books, people.
Is that the Stranger Worlds series?
No, this is Spectrum War.
Spectrum War. Okay.
Hey, Matt, what's going on, buddy?
What's up?
Some just go up like that Raza Labyrinth cover that's coming up, going to be big, or that Godzilla sausage book. No idea why, but it's big.
Godzilla sausage book?
Hey, Trev, what's going on? Let me show you. I think going to be a hot book for. Let me see. When was that book? The book hasn't hit FOC yet. I think it's May. It's Godzilla versus LA.
Well, everybody's going to be loading up.
Yep.
Because you know the way it is. Oh, this one hit big, so everyone's going to load up now. Won't be anywhere close to.
I'll just wait for these things to fall off a cliff and buy them.
They're not going to fall. Not these books. Not these Godzilla books.
I'm not talking about the Godzilla ones. I'm talking about
Here we go. The 1 in 50 for Godzilla versus. They're already asking $200 out the gate for this book.
Cheapers, man.
This is the 1 in 50.
Jeez.
I will pass.
I will pass as well.
I've already spent up for my ratios for the month. There's very few ratios that I will spend up on.
What is this? Godzilla Micro Battle in Los Angeles playset.
That's fun.
From 1994.
Yeah.
I like the Hollywood cover.
The Hollywood cover? What, they got one on the Hollywood sign or something?
It's right. Where they got right here?
Yeah.
Oh, he's eating the. He's okay.
He's
Yeah.
behind. Yeah, the picture's behind the Hollywood sign.
Man, the Hollywood sign almost burned in them last fires, man.
How did I miss the Labyrinth cover? Did we cover the Labyrinth?
Because it's a Labyrinth book, and nobody's paying attention to it.
Are they starting? Are they starting a new Labyrinth?
The covers are all good. The art looks great.
Dude, did you ever read the manga, the Toby story? That was pretty good.
No, I didn't.
No.
But I like the movie Labyrinth still. I mean,
oh, I do as well.
Giant love of mine is when I was young. Raza Labyrinth. Jesus. There's a new Labyrinth. Oh, wow. They're coming out with a new Labyrinth story? What the hell?
Now I'm looking up this goddamn book. Thank you guys. Thank you for this.
You think you've got problems? I've got to look up Labyrinth.
Jim Henson's Labyrinth.
Yep.
Oh, is it Jim Henson's Labyrinth?
Number 6.
Jim Henson. Because when I type in Labyrinth into this Geeks thing, I get Alien Labyrinth. Whatever the fuck
is it a
Holy
Boom book? I forget who's putting that out.
Holy shoot.
Who is putting that out? Is it Boom?
Yes, Boom. I only see 2 cells. All right, let's bring this up. There we go.
Oh, man.
That's
a cool cover. Where did you find that? On fucking eBay? Already?
Yeah, it's on eBay.
Already?
There.
Yeah.
But this isn't out yet. How's it on eBay? What the fuck?
There are
pre-sales.
And there are 2 bids, $86, and it's 4 days left on this book.
And this it's Boom Studios?
And then it's a 1 in 25. Damn it. The only place you have a chance of getting this is probably Midtown or my comic shop. And even then, they'll probably charge you like $60 to $80.
Golden Appleton stuff still. Midtown's been selling out of a lot. Like stuff that gets popular, it
Dude,
sells out
these
fast. in
covers.
Midtown.
If this is the Boom Studios ones, these covers on these Jim Henson Lambert books are fucking amazing.
Oh my God, Gmark Comics is selling it for, even they're selling it for $150. Gmark.
What issue is this though? Number six. Number six. Okay. Jeez, man.
Yep.
And it's the Virgin variant, the 1 in 25. Wow. That's a beautiful cover, man. That's wow.
There aren't a lot of. There's nobody else selling it actually.
That does David Bowie justice right there. That's such a good cover.
When's the release date for this book? Let's see.
It comes out on March 5th.
Huh? This came out already?
Yeah, it's already out. It's March 5th. Yeah, March 5th, 2025.
Huh.
It's only just come out. I mean, only a few days ago, but yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah, it's out. So that's why it's on eBay.
Well, no, people pre-sell on eBay all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, jeez. It is a nice cover.
It's still, I mean, it's still a wonderful cover. It came out just almost 5 days ago, yeah.
You know, and how many shops are ordering 25 copies of Jim Henson's Labyrinth number 6?
All the covers have been pretty good, though, to tell you the truth. I mean,
I'm gonna have to go back and read this series now. Thank you. One more thing to add to my list.
One thing to add to this.
One more thing to add to my damn comic list. What the hell are you doing to me, you guys? What are you doing to me? Why?
Anybody that has this, they want to trade. They want to trade. I trade you ass can. Jeez. $199 for the Godzilla and freaking 100 to like 150 for that Bowie cover. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Hey, like I said, don't lose sleep over missing stuff. There's no reason to go chase books. There'll be new books next week. New books the week after that.
Yeah, but cover pretty.
You know, if you missed it, don't go out there and
cover pretty. Cover pretty like the trees, Joe. Pretty like the trees.
Like I said, it's especially ratios like that. You're gonna miss some. It's gonna happen. It's okay.
It's still pretty though.
It's okay. It's okay to miss some.
I know.
I will say this: for the first time in a long time, my
no
comics
FOMO. No FOMO.
I spent less than $100.
Wow, that's
my weekly books, which was a lot. Well, not a lot for me, but I'm glad I'm under $100 because most of the covers suck.
Now I've got that's 3 more comics we've added to my list this week.
Maybe one. Guys. I'll get one if I can
that's
find it.
3 more comics we've added to my list, guys. 3 more. 3 more this show. 3.
Damn. Did that make it? I don't think. Did that book make any lists? I don't think so.
I don't see why not. It's so pretty.
Let me see, how many sales were there of this goddamn stupid book that I want now?
I was going on Boom's website to see if they had anything, but
oh my god! Oh my god! You're gonna chase it, aren't you? You're gonna chase it. You're gonna chase it. I just knew it.
There were 3 sales. Well, there was one pre-order way back in February for like under $100 coming from. Actually, there were a few. This book started out $50 pre-orders. And then when did it sell again? It sold on March 4th, day before release, for $169. And then it sold on, that was it. It was one. Oh, no wonder it wasn't on the list. There was only one sale this week of $169. You know, as more people get them in hand, they'll be cheaper.
I don't know how many are going to be in hand because again, I don't know how many.
I know.
A lot of copies of
I'm just telling the audience that it's not going down. I don't think it's going down. It might hold. But then again, remember the Godzilla what's the
I'm with Terry. That's where my ratio money went this past month.
Gmart Comics.
It's all on Sveta.
out of my price range.
Gmart Comics has it for $149 right now.
What did I do? Don't blame me for your shortcomings, Matt. Damn it. I'm just kidding.
Forbidden Planet has it.
Said ratios. There's only a few stores that will buy enough to qualify for that ratio.
Forbidden Planet doesn't have them available. They're no longer available.
I don't think I've ever ordered off Forbidden Planet.
Oh, and honorable shout outs. Please go over to Trev, the shipping guru, and sign up, subscribe, like, watch his videos. Great content. And check out Heroes for Hire Comic Club. One of the hardest working men in YouTube. He's constantly streaming. So help him let's get him to more monetized and get him getting that 50 cents per video or whatever we get. 12 cents, 50 cents. Thank you. That's how informative your show is, Bruce. Thank you.
The money is in sponsorships, Bruce, and Patreon. That's where the money is.
Listen, I do I was thinking about a lot of people in this hobby, they're neurotic.
And with all of the comic book people, I don't see why.
None of us are interesting enough for a Patreon.
So, if you're having mental problems and you need help, you can always reach out to AARP. They have services to provide.
Fantastic organization.
Yes.
And today's sponsor is Brucifer.
AARP.
AARP.
And lawnmower, because you got to trim that lawn sometimes.
We're going to hell, Bruce.
I'm already here. I'm Brucifer, the Morning Star, the bringer of motherfucking light. That's who I am.
Yeah. Good luck finding that, Raza. Have fun with that.
I know.
They've already got it. Like the one place that I just looked, they have it for $149.
Yeah.
I love David Bowie.
$149. Where do you guys order your fucking comic books from?
All over the place.
All over the place.
Well, I would rather trust places you guys buy from than what I find.
My pool list stuff. I get everything from TFAW, but God knows how long they're going to be around with their association with Dark Horse Comics. But I mean, that's where I normally do my pool lists because
TFAW, you said?
TFAW, Things from Another World.
TFAW, Things from Another World.
Things from Another World. Okay.
Just remember what you pre-order, because you'll get hit with bills all at once because you forget they all release at the same time.
That's why I like them. I like the way they do it. I can go in, I could look at all my pre-orders at any time. I have pre-orders out until June. There's hundreds of books that I have in my pre-order list, but I can sort through my list and see what I've ordered. It'll tell me what's going to be in my next order and how much that's going to be. They only charge you when that order gets fulfilled. And I don't know. It's just the easiest for me to manage. It's probably not the best out there, but it's the easiest for me to manage in terms of the number of books that I order well in advance.
All right.
But
I order Midtown also.
It all depends what you're looking for. I mean, Midtown's fine. Midtown has tons of shit, and that's fine to go by, especially if you like your books put in upside down and backwards in bags and boards.
I will say I did
well,
everyone was
isn't even showing the Raza variant.
Double the price for that Army of Darkness Red Sonja crossover. Midtown had all incentives, probably like $10. Nobody was buying them. Then they raised the price after people started buying them.
Mama Bear makes a point. We could get sponsored by Manscaped. They sponsor everyone.
They do.
That's true.
And Raid Shadow Legends. They sponsor
Oh.
everyone too.
I mean, I buy through Third Eye quite a bit because they're close. They're somewhat
Third Eye.
local. For some ratio stuff. I buy from Golden Apple because Golden Apple normally has in stock what I'm looking for. The problem with Golden Apple is if I make 3 purchases over a month and a half and it's stuff that's way out into the future, they only ship once that last book comes in.
Oh,
So sometimes you forget that you had ordered stuff from them that should be coming like next week. And then you put in another order and it's like, oh, now I'm not going to see those books for another month and a half.
Yeah.
But again, it all depends what you're looking for. It's tough to find some of the rare stuff sometimes that selling out quickly and stuff like that. And a Golden Apple, you're going to have to pay up for ratios that are popular. But
yeah, sure.
depends on budget.
What the hell? Okay.
I do want to give a shout out to Mark Spears. One of his best Kickstarter covers are coming to a comic store. They're going to be released soon.
Okay,
And I think these are my favorite covers.
Oh, nice.
Whoa, what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Oh.
Your X-Men 1 homages.
Oh, hello. I want those now. Damn you. Damn you. I have to have some. I have mine. Mine wants
Ooh.
them.
So
How
good.
much for
So
how much
bad.
for these? How much for these 4 together? Do you think?
I believe the store that's going to sell them is selling them for 100%.
100%.
This is probably the best slave.
That would be actually worth it, dude. Oh my god. Okay.
So bad. I might have to get a set of 2.
I'd actually,
I'm not big on the homages. I like.
If I got a set of these, I would actually put them up here somewhere in my background. I would set them up.
I like weird homages. I like homages to books, like he did Werewolf by Night homage, which I liked. It was a book that was a Ramita scene.
Brucifer, we got to talk about these after the show.
Well,
I like ones that people don't realize they're an homage.
These will only be available on Whatnot.
Okay.
From what I understand.
So we're gonna have a
Whatnot account. You'll be able to get these.
We're
Ultimate
gonna
Comics are selling those variants.
We got to talk about these after the show. Whoa, whoa! How'd we end up like that? Oh no, we were comic books, dude. We were panels. We were panels, guys.
Panel for the panel.
We were panels. The Brucifer effect. Whatnot. Okay, what the fuck, man? I gotta go.
You gotta get a Whatnot account.
I've tried to cut back on my exclusives a bit where I can.
Yeah, I haven't bought an exclusive since last week.
It all depends on the artist for me too. So
and that was from Pete Renner, which was this one, the Pact.
Yeah, I'm not playing that fucking game.
Oh, you didn't see it?
What is it? Let me see. I want to see.
I'm not playing those pack games. That's
World War.
If I'm gambling, I'm going to a dice table. I'm not buying fucking random comic book mystery packs.
So I'll slab it and send it away. Oh, and don't forget, you didn't see. I don't know if you saw this. The ash can.
Hold on. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. It's pretty.
I still would have wished he would have used some different art instead of.
Well, the background is different.
I mean, it's on an ash can, I guess, at least. So.
But you have to subscribe to Rob Faxstacks Comics and watch his content. Really good content over there.
Rob Fatstacks. I've already done.
Okay.
I already
Stacks, right? STAC, not SACS.
STAX.
Yeah, I told him earlier that I saw when you posted it in the chat earlier. I told him I did a sub.
Vampirilla. If they give them TP me, I'll take
Dude,
them. Otherwise, not
where
going
the
to.
fuck? Where the fuck are
Yeah,
the
I don't blame you,
piercings I want?
Terry. I ain't going for that. Here's a book that was out before. There's a good chance you're going to get that same book that was out before, but in a slightly different reprinted version.
At least I got my money's worth.
Oh,
My buy-in was what, $73, while other sellers were their bids were getting up 160, 190 for those packs.
How are those X-Men books doing now that were in those packs?
What X-Men books?
And I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way. I haven't followed the price of those books, but I know.
Where are they?
Where's the booby collector?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Yes, says the booby
Says
collector.
the booby collector, of course.
Oh my god, we should make
At least I can see the tits I'm buying.
It's not some random tits in a pack.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, here's a mystery pack. Maybe you'll get tits. No.
Hey, look, guys. Tits is a great word. Sounds like a snack. It sounds like a pack, snack pack.
It
Tits, it's great. They're great. They're great snacks. They really are. Anyway,
They don't go out of style. You're right, Mom. They're
no,
timeless.
tits are timeless. Tits are timeless.
Yeah, you open a mystery pack of booby books, and there's hairy boobies,
Hey,
there's A
tits
boobies, C
are-
boobies, one booby.
Booby books have been around longer than Superman, Batman, X-Men, Spider-Man.
Hey, I'm starting a new hashtag, y'all. Hashtag tits are timeless.
They are.
Back to the timeless. Boobs don't go out of style.
They don't, Mama Bear. Hashtag tits are timeless.
Amazing tater tits.
The amazing tater tits.
They come with their own sauce. Oh,
they're mystery flavored too.
I'm just not a gimmick. I don't like gimmicky shit in comics. It's fun for some people, and that's great. It's just ain't for me.
Well, now, I just logged into to Whatnot. I didn't want to, but I did.
Comic with 3 topless boobs.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
because she was
telling you,
nice.
watch. If you own the Total Recall DVD, watch it with the audio track where it's Paul Verhoeven and Arnold doing the audio track and doing the director's commentary for Total Recall. And it is the best part when the girl with the 3 boobies comes up. Because Arnold, number one, Verhoeven and Arnold both sound piss drunk while they're doing it. So it's one of the best things to watch out there. I highly recommend it.
Now I've got to find. Now I've got to
Still
find
have it
that.
on
Because
DVD.
now I've got to find that in physical media. How dare you?
Oh, it can't be expensive. It has to be dirt cheap.
So which edition though? Like, what am I looking for when I look for that commentary? Is it just a regular DVD?
Yeah, I think it's just a regular DVD. As long as it has the different audio track for the director's commentary.
The director's commentary. Yeah.
If you can't find it for like $2, I'd be surprised. But it is comic gold. Those two going back and forth the whole time, and hearing Arnold go, "Oh, here's the girls to see boobies." It's fantastic. It's awesome. I highly recommend it.
But I think it's that time. Say goodbye
To all our friends over here.
I'm not following up with any lyrics. Sorry.
It was a very good year. Tits is the 7 words you can't say on television. Tits doesn't even belong on the list. Sounds like a snack. George Carlin. And
That's where I got that. Tits would be a good snack, It's all George Carlin, man. Carlin's like a mentor of mine.
I like my cheesecake. What can I say?
So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and please leave comments after the video ends in the comment section. Let me know what you guys want to hear or see, or just overall opinion of the shows. It really helps.
Talk about how much you love breasts. It's okay.
Yes.
Whatever you want.
Put breasts in the comments.
Talk about breasts.
Whole thing of breasts in the
Hey, look,
comments.
if you've stayed with us this long, comment breasts in the comments below.
There you go.
so we know how long you've been here. Yeah. Comment breasts and or tits as snacks, whatever.
No
down there.
musical outro number.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all of our good friends.
That's it.
Bitch, breasts. Tits are timeless. Hashtag tits are timeless in the chat below, in the comments below. Tits are timeless.
True.
Hashtag.
It is true.
Hashtag tatas.
Tatas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tatas. Yeah.
It's
All
been
right,
marketable forever.
Tits are great.
I'm not
can't
saying you
believe we're
guys
going
have
out
to
on
go
that.
home,
But you
but
can't stay
can
here.
Stay here.
Stay here.
So have a good night. See you next time. And
Thanks
thank you
for
everyone
joining
for
us.
showing up.
Thanks for joining us in our comic book Hell Gondola. We love you.
Hail
Anyway.
Satan.